Okay.
Yeah.
Edit that.
All right, guys, we're live.
We are live.
Edit that. Edit everything. No, okay, we're live. Welcome back to the park, everyone. My name's Charles.
I'm Nolan.
I'm Bruce.
This is our show. We're trying to give you a good show.
A show about nothing.
And everything all at the same time.
I think that's a debate now, right?
I guess so. I mean, I don't.
We'll take a poll and we'll let the people decide what our show is about.
Tell us what our show is about.
Watch it and tell us what our show is about.
Right.
You might win a prize.
We're giving away.
We're giving away prizes now since we don't know what the show's about. We'll throw that in.
What are the prizes?
Let's see. Half a bottle of goose.
I got a little vodka over there we can pour into.
I don't know if you can ship liquor anymore when it's been open, but we can try it.
We can.
Okay.
All right, so let's kick the day off. What you drinking over there, Charles?
Today we are on, what is this? This is an IPA. We'll start with that. That's a community company.
It's one of my favorites.
Beer company. It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, not bad. What do you think about it, Noah?
8.6%.
I think it's
alcohol.
It's got a kind of a funky smell to it, but the taste is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's one of my
India
favorites.
Pale Ale. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's not bad. Masonic IPA. Sorry, not Masonic. What is it? Mosaic.
Mosaic.
Masonic. I done brought the
Brewed in Dallas.
what do you call it?
You don't read
the lodge in there. What's the name of the Masons? I done brought the Masons in there.
I'm just saying you don't read very well.
Freemason.
I read just
IPA.
fine. Thank you very much.
I mean, this is the second time that we had an issue with
And
you.
it's okay. When I got here, because I read the, I put it in Maps when his address, and I went next door.
Did you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Did they come to the door?
Nobody came.
No, the guy next door, he's never there. He's
they just saw him and was like, I don't want any weed.
Yeah, he travels a lot for his. So he's single and he just travels. So I see him in passing.
Oh, okay.
You know, like he's either coming back, pulling shit out of his truck, or he's leaving, putting shit in there, and then he's gone for
bodies.
Could be.
He's like, hey, Mr. Bruce.
Literally the beginning of every serial killer.
I know. It's like, I
never see him there. He's always pulling bodies out.
I work on the road. I'm a salesman. But we're also enjoying a little bit of your cocktail. You want to tell us what's in
so this is my take on a Paloma, which is a grapefruit-based tequila drink. So I got a little bit of tequila in there. I got some not grapefruit juice, but like grapefruit mixer. Okay. And then I hit it with a little squirt grapefruit soda. I forgot to put
what I tasted in there.
I forgot to put the lime in there because the lime balances out the sweet. I forgot the lime, but I like to add a little lime in there to give it a little tartness.
I like it. It's just fine. I think it's fine. All right. I think it's fine.
So yeah, I'm a big tequila fan. I probably got about 3 or 4 tequilas over there. That's my drink. On any given day, you can catch me.
Yeah, that went off again too. I don't.
I see you're still supporting Russians over there. You got the vodka.
Is that Russian vodka though?
Nah.
I don't buy Russian vodka. Mine's American made, baby.
Tito's.
I only buy Ukrainian.
Ukrainian, yep. I don't have no Tito's. I usually drink Tito's, but we got that Towns vodka because it was on sale. So, we buy it by the handle.
Yeah.
So whatever handle's on sale, if it's Tito's or whatever, we'll try it out if it's good.
Well, I mean, it's good. I can do without the lime. It's fine. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, but this tequila is Milagro. It's my favorite tequila. So I can basically take that bottle of Milagro and just drink it, just sip it.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's smooth.
I know.
It's smooth like a baby's body.
It's smooth, and then the outcome later. It's like,
no hangover, bro.
It'll be
like you can take shots of that all night. You wake up, you'll be fine the next day. I had like 3 shots of that last night, and look at me.
I'll take your word for it.
It's like a warm summer's day right now.
So, what are we getting into today? Let's see. We got a couple things on deck. We're going to talk about a few things, and then possibly get into a little topic roulette later.
Okay, we can do a little topic roulette.
And I think there's a lot of things happening in sports right now.
It is. There's a lot of things going on in sports right now. Namely, the Pittsburgh Steelers have not got us a quarterback yet, but I'm sure that's not everybody else's concern like it is mine.
No, I wouldn't. I hadn't even thought about it. Not even thought about that, but they do. They do need one. I hadn't even brought that up. But So the first thing we'll get off into is I didn't mention that y'all want this Guinness too. They have a little bit of Guinness too.
Nolan. This is brought courtesy of Nolan.
We had that a little bit in the last.
You know what though? We really need, when you get it in bottles like this, it really needs to be poured in a glass. And I didn't think about it.
I got some cups. I'm
already done with it. I didn't think about it because it's like, when you pour it on tap, you got to let it sit there and
do its little. How do you do?
Little dance.
Right.
Anyway,
but Guinness isn't bad.
Yep.
It's not something that's not a go-to for me, but I'll drink a Guinness from time to time.
Yeah. I like it with the steak. It's good. Good with beef.
I had some steak last night.
You had everything last night. Some vodka, some steak.
Man,
what else you had?
Good Saturday night.
Hey.
Well, I chilled real hard when I made my mom some chicken soup. Took that over there.
Eating a goddamn burger. You over here eating steak and shit?
I had whipped up my grill.
Steak and shrimp.
Oh, let me show you I ain't got my phone with me. But I was going to show you pictures. I always take pictures of my food when I cook it.
Yeah.
But I'll show you later.
Okay. All right. So I think the first thing we're going to get into is something that we teased about in the last episode was the subscription of car services. Now, folks, if you hadn't heard about this is basically...
I have not heard about it. So this is the first time I'm hearing it.
It's the first time you're hearing about it. So, and a lot of people, they haven't heard about this because it's not widely known. But from a few people in the car industry have written articles about this. And basically what they think is the big major car companies are going to make a push towards making every service that they can think of available on a car, off a car, a subscription service. Mm-hmm. So what that means is if you want more horsepower for your car, you want some more horses under the hood, you can do that. You can pay a little money every month. Say you want it, you got 335 in horsepower and you want it 400, Well, they'll get in, type in a little code, and give you a little extra boost. And the next month you go back down to your regular subscription payment of 335 horsepower, And another one I heard was a key subscription. So basically they want to make it where you are unlocking your car with your phone, starting your car with your phone, which is also a subscription service.
You kind of already do that though.
Right. But this is the thing. They won't give you a key. So you'd have to buy the key separately if you don't want to buy. So you think about it now. Now you do that stuff, but you also rely on that key at some point, right? Some service for the key, right? So say you don't have a key at all and your phone dies. What do you do?
Break into that bitch.
You fucked. Yeah.
Right. Or you don't have the money to continue to pay the subscription. What do you do?
But see, you can't do that though.
You go on the road.
Not with the key. You can do
that's
that with
what I'm
other
saying.
things.
So that's the question I pose. Where is the start? Where's the stop? Where's the limit that you would go with the subscription service?
So when you brought that up a couple of days ago when you first told me about it, in my mind, what I was envisioning and what I was thinking is kind of like how the Teslas are. So like with the Tesla, it's like you can get certain upgrades to your car online.
Right, sure.
You know what I mean? The cars are all wired in. So what I was imagining that is like, let's say you go buy a Dodge, right? Mm-hmm. But Dodge is, they use Android software, right?
Sure.
So if you want to get certain upgrades, you have to subscribe to the Android Dodge sort of app. Right. And it's like without it, there's certain things that you can't get for the car. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was thinking. So it's like, if you want to upgrade that horsepower on your car, right, then you have to have that monthly subscription to Android. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I can pay you X amount of dollars to get this upgrade to my car. But if I don't have it, I can still drive my car how I usually do. It's just, if I don't have that subscription, I can't get any perks. That's what I was thinking you were saying.
No, so, and I think that they want to include everything, and they just don't know how, and they don't know how people will react to all of it.
Well, that key thing, like if my phone dies and now I can't drive my car, that's going to be a problem for a lot of people.
Exactly. And where does it end? Like, is it end with horsepower, or does it just end with not having a key?
No, it's going to be
where does it end?
It's going to be GPS. It's going to be.
There's so many things that you could charge
if you want to be able to use Bluetooth in your car, you got to subscribe to this to turn your Bluetooth on. I'm sure they're gonna figure out a way to nickel and dime us.
Right. I mean, the Wi-Fi services you already have to pay for, right? The OnStar type services you already have to pay for. That's a subscription to keep that going. Yeah. Like if you're stuck on the side of the road. So it's not a new concept, but it's also kind of new because some of these things that you don't actually pay for right now.
I don't have an issue with it as long as the price is reflected in the base model price. I don't have an issue with it. That just means, okay, we're going to do a subscription model. Fine. That means the base price has to go way down than what it currently is. Mm-hmm. And that's fine.
Or not. I mean, like you look at
you're going to have.
You look at electric cars now. It's like we're not. Like the way that our energy is set up, it's like we're not allowing certain things to happen as far as being able to use our own natural resources with the idea that we're going to transition to electric cars someday. But you look at the price of electric cars, if you don't have any choice but to buy an electric car and they all start at $50,000, then what are you going to
do? And there lies the quandary, right? I mean, you don't know when this will take effect. Because look, if you give these car companies an opportunity to make more money, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I don't think it's so much. They are thinking about if we should do this or not. I think they're thinking about when should we
do it?
Yeah, when should we implement this? Because
the infrastructure is probably already being built for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure. And I think Elon Musk is probably the pioneer of that kind of upgrade your car.
Yeah. I mean,
because you can upgrade Teslas, like you upgrade a computer.
Right. And I think that's part of the issue. I mean, I don't want to pay. This is where I stand. I don't want to pay for things that should be perks on a car.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, if you've already been offering those, continue to offer those, do the right thing. Now, to some like real gearheads, they want that like horsepower. Like people think that's cool. They're like, okay, well, I can bump up. I can pay this much money and get 1,000 horsepower out of it. So it's also not. It's not going to be that easy, but if you have the motor in that car that's capable of producing that horsepower, that'll be another thing. So you're talking about price of a car, you're talking about the price of the motor, and you're talking about the.
But you talk about gearhead. So like when you tell me a gearhead, I'm thinking of a wrench turner, right? Mm-hmm. So is the next level of gearhead going to be a hacker? It's got to know how to write code because you think about. Like,
no. I'm just saying on the receiving end.
No, the world still needs engineers.
Yeah, I'm saying on the receiving end, I'm talking about you as a consumer, not so much you as you're the one. Now, if you are also,
I'm talking aftermarket, like because like right now, let's say you have your wife's Lexus, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a performance vehicle. Now there are aftermarket parts that she can go buy to upgrade that car. Like she can get exhaust systems, she can put a turbocharger. So.
I know what you said. Like, I think, in today's like world, that kind of goes hand in hand. Like you got to know about programming. You got to know how to, tune your car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's basically what I think they're going to have a problem with is somebody hacking into their system.
Oh, that's inevitable.
It's already happened.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm just saying
conspiracy theory wise,
just to get horsepower and things like that. Nothing malicious to, like take over your vehicle or something. But just like,
it's the only way I'm going to be able to soup up my car is if I go through this subscription service. So
you can do it.
So if I buy me a Dodge Charger. It's a 2026, right? All electric, subscription based, right? So let's say I want the Hellcat horsepower.
Right.
Am I going to be able to take that engine out of the car or am I going to be able to take the engine apart, put components in there to boost up the horsepower? Or is it all going to be like, well, this car can run at 500 horsepower, but the only way you can do it is if you can tap into the ECU of this car and make it go fast.
Sign up for emails in your newsletter. That's the only way you can do it.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to treat it like how they used to treat, if you tinkered with your BMW when you bought it brand new, right? So if you did anything, you put a little piggyback on your 335 because you wanted to make it go a little faster, just a little tune, a little aftermarket tune, put it on there, just,
voids the warranty, right?
Voids the warranty, right? So then you start thinking about it, okay, well, how much money do you have, right? So you take it and you mess up a piston inside. Something happens, right? Something happens to the engine or the powertrain, and then you got to take it into the dealer. They're not going to fix it. And then you're going to be left holding the bag. Now, you can know that going in. Oh, well, you got the money to throw a new, $15,000 motor.
That only affects guys like you and I, but the dude that's got $2 quadrillion, he's like,
yeah, he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. Blow up a Hellcat and keep on rolling. He's like, I'll get another one, But that's just, I think it's weird to say, oh, all of these components now may be turned into a subscription, especially the key thing. I think you got to give somebody at least a base key. I mean, that's just anything can happen. You got to have like an actual key. Even in the fobs that we have, if you don't know this, you have a little blade inside your fob. You still need that.
Where you found out about this subscription-based model, what companies have signed on to do this?
No. Nobody's signed on to this. This is where, so when I listened to Jerry Reynolds, and I know you said you don't know who that is, but do you know who, he's like the car pro guy. He's around the DFW areas, own dealerships and all this stuff. Nice guy, older guy. He's got a talk show. And he was talking about this with, he knows all the dealership owners and their families and all this kind of stuff. Even the corporations, he's dealt with them too. He was talking about how people are writing more and more articles about this, and it's coming up. He was talking about it with a guy who owns a dealership in, I think it was Grapevine. But the thing is, their opinion is, and they've been in the car game for years, like 50 years, 60 years, whatever. Their opinion is that this is a trend that's going to happen, but nobody's taking the leap yet to see what happened, because it's already kind of happening with those services that I'm talking about. So the thing is, where do they go from here? That's what everybody's watching to see, like, okay, who's going to be the first one to jump in and be like, hey, you need to buy your own key separately.
Well, I think now is not the time, given the price of gas.
It's not right now.
Because people will revolt if they make it any more expensive to own a car. Because like if you have an electric car, you got to spend $60,000. Or if you got gasoline, you got to spend $60,000 not $60,000, but $60 a week. I mean, you look at gas prices now; it's ridiculous.
Who I feel for is the truck drivers.
Yeah,
because they,
we got to call Luis. How you doing, bruh?
What I heard on the news too was, I don't know if y'all heard this, but people were driving across the border to go fill up.
Is it cheaper? And Luis did that.
They said it was cheap. You go across the what is the bridge called from Tijuana to?
I don't remember what that bridge is called. It's San Ysidro. It's the port. It's the.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. But gas is $3 over there.
Damn.
So,
because I know in California, I see some places high as $9, $9.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't. I tell my job, like, look, unless y'all gonna do something about my salary,
we're going back to Zoom.
A gas card. They're like, okay, here's your gas card for coming into the office.
Give me a gas card. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because that, because even now it's like we're doing what, $4?
Yeah, $4.09.
Yeah,
like that, $4.29.
That's kind of pushing it.
It was $53 to fill up yesterday.
That
Friday.
Valero, the one I told you about, is $5 over there. The one at 14 in.
I shop at the marketplace sometimes, and they give me a little number, and it's like almost 20-30 cents off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's where I get my gas at right now.
And so you definitely don't need a subscription service. You want some horsepower?
No, because that's more gas. That's more
Bruce
gas.
needs some more horsepower.
I don't need more horsepower. I don't even drive the potential. I drive I don't have no fucking tickets. I don't have my driver's right. I don't play that whole getting tickets and car wrecks. the most inconvenient thing in life is car trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing that I make sure that I do, I keep the oil change in that motherfucker, and I don't drive it crazy because I can't handle accidents. I can't handle tickets.
You know what would be cool is going along with the same subscription model. And technology in cars, it's getting exponentially better and better. What would be cool if they could utilize that knowledge or that technology to use the GPS systems in the car to put a limit on the miles per hour. And maybe they're already doing that with cars, but
a governor.
Yeah, put a governor on it. Yeah, so if you're let's say you're on a highway that the speed limit is 75, you can't go above 75 just automatically. No matter what you do, you could. The only way to bypass that would be to hack into it.
I'm sure that's where we're going.
They do that already. They have a.
What cars is that? What
I think it's
manufacturer.
I think it's GM. I think it's the Chevy. And it's either GM or Ford. I can't remember which one, but they have it's basically listed under parental controls, so your kid can't drive over.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about parental controls.
No, I know, but I'm saying
built into the computer, you cannot go faster. And by hacking it, you have now voided the car's warranty. Good luck trying to get your money back.
No, I mean
that's where we're going with cars that's self-driving.
Well, and all I'm saying is, from that point, I'm fine with that. That should be a standard. I feel like goddamn Ralph Nader over here. Let's put seatbelts in the cars.
I don't know about that because sometimes,
you don't think so?
No, because
do you always have a need to speed?
I do.
Let me hear. What's a good reason for Charlie?
I try to get away from these people that drive crazy. I need to get away from them. I don't want to be like.
But if every car was regulated,
didn't mean that they're not driving.
I feel what you're saying. I don't like driving in a pack either.
Yeah, I don't, because they swerve, they get nervous. I just get away from everybody. I kind of drive by myself. If that speed takes me away from there, that's fine. When I get clear, I'll slow down. But I don't like driving next to people because people have done this to me. They've done that to me.
Yeah.
People have actually,
I hope we don't get rid of stick shifts. I need to get me another stick shift car before they.
It's going away quickly, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think it is
all
too.
paddles.
Yeah, I hate that, but it's not the same thing as a clutch and yanking gears because it still shifts like an automatic.
I feel like F1.
Nah, man. Something about that feel, that clutch, the foot on the clutch. I don't know.
Look, I say this to anybody, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but if you have a high-end, top-tier sports car and it has an automatic transmission, you're missing the point of having that sports car. Because when you can control the RPMs, when you shift, that's how you maximize that powerful engine.
Yeah.
And those paddle shifters don't do it still shifts like an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is how I let you know that you're not in control of that car when you have pedal shifters, okay? Because if you don't shift while you're in manual, it'll do it for you.
So it won't let you blow your red line, your RPM.
It's not a true manual.
Yeah, because I can put that goddamn thing in third gear and hit the gas and RPMs go.
Right. Yeah, it's not. It will do it for you.
Yeah.
Because the computer's like, oh shit, he forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and do that for you.
But kind of to piggyback on the conversation that we were having about cars. So, with all this shit in the news with Ukraine and gas prices going up, it's like you hear
this around real quick. Keep going.
Oh, you hear the people who advocate for us to get off of fossil fuels, like yesterday. And then it's like, my question is like, well, we don't have the infrastructure for that. It's like, I understand that we don't want to pump more gas and put more fossil fuels in the air. But then it's like, well, what's the alternative? Because we don't have anything else. Like, windmills aren't good enough. They don't produce enough power. Solar can't produce enough power. It's like burning fossil fuels is the thing that gives us what we need.
I just watched a video too about solar and wind energy. They actually,
the better half.
They're putting out they're putting out so much CO2. Mm-hmm. And really the only option we have right now is nuclear, I think.
But how long would it take to build these nuclear plants? I mean, any solution that we come up with like the time frame for that to happen is so long. You know, so I'm just saying it's like we don't want to drill baby drill, as what's her name? What was the chick? Sarah Palin? Sarah Palin. You're not even trying, huh? You're not even trying, huh?
That's our editor, Nancy.
Oh, I didn't see the thing on.
No, we're on that one right there. We're live. So all that Charles, you're gonna be able to edit that out.
It's fine. It is fine. It adds texture.
No, I was just switching the thing around.
Yeah, you're in the shot, all that good stuff. But it's cool. You know, don't worry about it.
It's Nancy. Nancy, say hello.
Yeah. So I just like, I feel like my personal opinion is I think we should be like, if gas prices is $9 in damn California, then we need to be pumping as much of that shit out of the ground as possible. While we're working on the next, because there has to be I think the way that we created the combustion engine, the next wave of engines is not that. We got a damn rover on Mars. So we can create cars and power our homes with alternative fuels or whatever you want. It's just there's no incentive to do it.
Okay, so I don't know if this is true, but I used to work with this really crazy guy work at my old job.
Mm-hmm.
And
everybody was crazy there, but okay.
Yeah. It's true. He was a big conspiracy theory guy, but he told me this, that they're back in like the 20s or 30s maybe, they came up with the electric engine and all that, and also what was the one he was talking about? It might have been hydrogen, maybe. No, there was one on water. It ran on water, I think. It was like an H2O engine.
Okay.
A steam engine, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but
they have.
I know we have that technology, but basically his whole point was
hydrogen cells. Yeah.
The gas, the combustion engine people, the people that had money, basically, kill them. They shut those people up.
Of course.
Because it was competition or whatever. But think about where we would be at today if that technology had been sort of at the forefront.
Well, now we're talking about
back in the day.
It's not a race, though. I mean, people still do.
No, but it's 80 to 100 years of innovation that has been wiped out.
I mean, but you think about you think about how much money is in petroleum.
Yeah.
Right? The people who get petroleum, manufacturers of petroleum-based products, like they are in no hurry, no rush to find an alternative source because their whole infrastructure, everything is based off of petroleum-based products. So, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, you got to make money some kind of way. You got to, they're like, okay, well, this is our main line of, products here that we got to supply this. Well, people they got to heat their homes. They got to drive to work. They got to do these things. So, I mean, but the green people, like, I don't understand them because they don't offer solutions other than like let's not.
I mean, look, they say, here's solar, here's wind, here's.
Well, we have all that already. And if it was effective to the point to where we could all power our homes and shit,
I know
then we would be doing that.
I think the simple solution is that you do a little bit of everything, right? That way it minimizes the effect everything has on.
They got
But then what do you tell China and India? It's like, hey, we have this good balance over here in America to where we're kind of keeping our carbon footprint, and then India is just blowing smokestack after smokestack of bullshit into the atmosphere.
I don't know if it was Bill Maher or John Oliver, but I was watching somebody, and they've sort of created a new replacement for plastics.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so as you notice, we're missing Nolan. He had to run, family emergency type stuff. Had to go get a cat or something like that.
Yeah, so they might not notice.
Yeah, a whole cat, yeah. Nolan's actually sitting right here.
Depending on the exposure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he had to run. We're going to keep it going, though. And I think we were talking about the gas prices, but
yeah. But look,
he brought up
go ahead.
The celebrities.
Crazy celebrities. Yeah, so no one we'll table that one. We'll talk about crazy celebrities next time.
Yeah.
I got something else I wanted to get your feedback on because I don't think I ever talked to you about it.
Okay.
So I have this fascination with shows, like dating shows where people date other people, but they do it in a way that's not normal. For example, like one of the shows I watch is called Married at First Sight. So you give these panel of experts, psychologists and sociologists and therapists, all these people who are experts in human behavior.
Right.
I
know the show. I haven't watched it, but I know.
Right. So they compile a profile of the perfect person that you would want.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talk to all these different people and then they match people based on what you want, what they want. You guys are a perfect match. So on paper, based off of everything that you said you are, this is the perfect person for you. So you don't meet this person until the day y'all get married at the altar. So you in your little tuxedo, she in her dress. That's the first time you see him or talk to him. Right. So that's one of the shows that I like to watch. The other one is 90 Day Fiance, is where these people meet these people online. And then it's like they bring them to America and it's like, hey, we got 90 days to figure out if we're going to get married or not.
Right.
So shows like that, I am fascinated. So my question to you, Charles, is do you think that you could ever do something like, say you were single, you don't got your children and all that stuff you got now, but you're single and you're like, hey, I'm ready to settle down. Would you sign up for something like that where they just give you a random person like, this is your wife?
Hey, I'm ready to settle down. That's what I say to myself. You know what? I think I'm ready to settle down. I'm going to call this game show.
I'm going to call the show and then give you a wife. She got to move into the house.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? What's a good reason to do that? I mean, other than getting on TV and trying to be famous.
Well,
because you don't know who that person is. She could be an axe murderer. Right?
Could, but you have the experts. They can sort that out.
Are they going to sort that out?
They'll sort that out, yeah.
And then when everybody talking at your funeral, they're going to be like, we didn't even see that coming.
We didn't think she was crazy.
We didn't even, we missed that on the paper. She didn't write in that she was an axe murderer. Like, no, I wouldn't do that.
I don't think I would do it either.
Yeah, well, I would hope not.
Yeah, because you watch these shows, and part of the reason why I watch them is because you already know the trend. Because it's the same thing. It's like they see each other, and initially they're excited, and it's like, oh, I think they're handsome, and he's like, oh, she's beautiful, and then they start living together and all that nonsense, and then it's like, yo.
Yeah, then you find out he clip his toenails in the kitchen.
She don't take showers every day.
you find out, yeah. Walking through your house and all the sinks clogged up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's just what happens. You know?
Yeah, I don't understand how they think that works. Like, even with all the experts and, there's
no way for you to figure out that person is not... like every little thing about that person.
Yeah.
They don't have that much time. They still got to put on the show.
It's like very broad strokes.
Yeah. They're like, do you murder people? And she's like, no.
I don't know if they ask her straight out, you ever killed a motherfucker before?
Do you have a job? And they're like, yeah.
But see, that's one of the things that there's some people who are like very financially responsible. They got all their stuff together. And there's other people that come into the game that's like, they don't have it together.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you probably won't know about that person. I mean,
yeah.
Now, as far as the 90-day fiance stuff, I mean, you marrying somebody.
I ain't married nobody that's from a foreign country.
Well, this is the thing. So a lot of times with that show, these people have already been dating for like 2 years. You know what I mean? So they just can't be together because they're not.
But can you know somebody just through like internet? Like we
claim they do. I don't think so, but they claim they do.
Well, see, the thing with 90 Day Fiance is sad because it's always some beautiful woman from like fucking Brazil or Colombia or Ukraine or one of these beautiful women, and she's with some schlub.
You just got the 58-year-old.
Yeah.
Divorcee.
Or you get the 20-year-old guy who's all handsome and he's with this 65-year-old Your grandmother.
Yeah, it is a bride.
I love her. It's like, do you really, bro? Or are you just trying to come to America?
Yeah, you're trying to get out of the Dominican Republic. Like, where you?
Yeah.
Or wherever the hell else, Ghana.
Ghana.
Get out of Ghana. Like, what are you? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But look, people see opportunities in different ways. So they see the camera crews come in and they're like, oh, if I'm not with her, I can still have a show in Africa.
Yeah.
And I would still be famous. They'd be like, oh, that was that guy. That was that guy.
Like, that was me.
That was that guy on 90 Day Fiancé. Now he's hosting Connect 4 on
some African network.
Ghana, KRLD Ghana.
Yeah.
So he's like...
There's some local celebrity that might come along with that.
Yeah, but I mean, look, hey, if you into it, then you into it, right? But not me. I won't be on the shows.
Yeah, I feel like I couldn't. I think a lot of times these people get duped, and I feel like you can't play me like that.
Do they know? But you know what they sign up for this, so they know.
But these, I mean,
like,
look,
who goes in signing up for this and says,
okay,
you know what, I am. This the best thing is going to happen to me right now. But
Charles, here's the thing. Like, for me, I understand like where I'm at, right? I know my level of attractiveness, and so like if some woman who looks like fucking Kim Kardashian or some beautiful celebrity is trying to holler at me and thinks I'm the greatest, I'd probably be like, what you want from me?
Be on TV.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like these people, but these sappy people are falling in love and. Oh, he loves me. So I'm like, yo, look at this other person and look at you. Like you got to be able to take a real life assessment of yourself and understand like people like me don't date people like that.
I don't know if that's necessarily true either.
That's true.
I mean, it's true up to a point. Don't get me wrong, but it's some people that's like they really love these folks, and they're like, I really love them. But you'll never know. You can't, you can just take them at their word for it. You never gonna really actually know if they fell in love with this person or they are with this person. You don't know. But on the outside looking in, yeah.
I'm saying it's like
they slumming it right now.
Look at who's a handsome guy, a celebrity right now. Who's a handsome guy?
Me, I star on The Park.
Well, of course. This is getting much more handsome than you, Charles.
The Park Show.
But like somebody that everybody would know.
What's his name? Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, right?
Okay.
Ryan Gosling's heartthrob. Yeah. All the ladies, they love him, right? So imagine if you are Ryan Gosling, or imagine you see your friend who is, I don't want to say something wrong. She's not the most attractive woman.
Right.
She's got a whole bunch of different things going on. And all of a sudden she shows up talking about she's dating this guy that looks like Ryan Gosling. Like, wouldn't you have some reservations?
Maybe there's something wrong with him. Maybe he looks like Ryan Gosling, but he got Elmer Fudd teeth or something.
He smiled. Looked like he be eating Tootsie Rolls.
Got a micro penis or something. I don't know. Maybe something wrong with him, and he's like, oh.
It could be. Okay, that's one way to look at it.
Right. Maybe something wrong with him. Maybe his breath thing.
He's a hustler. That's what it is. Here's a lesson. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you are a solid 5, right? And all of a sudden you got a 10, that thinks you're the greatest ever, question that shit. Not saying that a 5 can't get a 10. I'm just saying.
Thing, though, because everybody got their own grading scale now. They're like,
man,
I'm a 15.
You know where you stand. Like, come on.
Come on.
You know who you can get and who you can't.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I look at
light-skinned dudes like you guys can. You guys.
Oh, here we go with the light skin.
I'm just saying, light-skinned guys. Everybody thinks light-skinned people are.
That's not true, Bruce. That's not true.
That's true.
You know how many women I ran into that don't like light-skinned people?
Because they think y'all soft and sensitive.
No, that exactly is not why. That is not why.
But yeah, they say all light-skinned dudes can sing.
No,
you can sing.
I can sing a little bit. No, but look. No, I mean, I done ran into some women. They are lighter colored themselves, right? And this is what I used to hear when I was back in school, right? Back then. They're like, oh, you're too light. what our kids look like. And I'm like, ain't nobody thinking about no damn kids right now. What are you talking about? Like, our kids look like, what are you talking about? But I don't think it's that. I think it's just people like who they like.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, like my significant other, my beautiful wife, all the dudes that she thinks are handsome, they're all light-skinned dudes.
That's not true.
That is true. I'm the only dark-skinned dude that she thinks.
She's right there. Tell the truth.
She thinks T.I. is handsome, Allen Iverson. These are all fair, light-skinned brothers. Matter of fact, I think low-key I might have something in the back of my mind about maybe I don't really like you, Charles, because you light-skinned.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got Allen Iverson money.
I'm just saying. Money. I think I got a complex against light-skinned dudes because I'm so dark.
Oh no! See, I think everybody that I talked to, they were light skinned. That's what they wanted. They wanted somebody. I need chocolate and all of this. So you was in. You still in? Don't worry. Nobody forgot about you.
I don't know. I think if you're gonna be chocolate, you gotta have like one of those nice bodies. I don't got that either.
I don't think that's true either. I mean, who's a
handsome dark guy? Somebody
out there in love with Killer Mike.
Nobody. Killer Mike is my dude. He's dope. But I mean, you think about like Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is ripped.
But okay.
Michael B. Jordan, he's dark. He's kind of dark. He's ripped. Who else? Who else is
really all that? He kind of brown.
He's brown. Okay. Who's really dark? Morris Chestnut. He's ripped.
Is he?
Yes.
Maybe back in the day. I don't think he is right now.
I think Morris Chestnut is still ripped.
Nah. But whatever. I mean, he Morris Chestnut. They're going to be like, yeah, Morris Chestnut. But whatever, But I don't think you got to be... I mean, look at Al Roker.
Al Roker? Come on, man.
You got somebody. I don't know.
Al Roker? He's not a heartthrob.
I'm trying to think of out-of-shape dark dudes. I don't know.
But it ain't like, how many women you ever heard say Al Roker that's my guy?
The one he with right now?
He's the one he with. Al Roker. That's the only, I had Wesley Snipes, Morris Chestnut, and you come on with Al Roker. Shit, but he didn't got that gastric bypass. He's skinny as shit. Did he die?
No. Oh, is Al Roker dead?
Look and see if Al Roker.
Look.
I feel like
he's not, right? See?
I know who was that said that was dead the other day? Nicole Richie. I thought Nicole Richie was dead.
Why would Nicole Richie be dead?
But I got her confused with Brittany Murphy.
I don't know who that is.
Brittany Murphy, the girl from Clueless.
No, I don't know who that is. I know Clueless, but I don't know.
Brittany Murphy. She was a popular actress in the 90s. She died. And I got her confused with Nicole Richie.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
No. But, if, Lionel Richie not really her daddy.
Lionel Richie is her daddy.
He not really her dad.
Says who? Where you hear that shit?
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie said that Nicole was not his daddy.
Her dad.
Where'd he get her from?
So, as I remember it correctly now, you can fact check this.
Hello?
We're going to have to hire you, Nancy. We're going to have we need an executive producer on the side.
Fact check Nicole Richie not being Lionel Richie's daughter.
Yeah, I think she was the drummer's daughter from the Commodores. And he just kind of like, he didn't claim her or left or whatever, and Lionel Richie took in because at the time he couldn't have a kid. So.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
it's true?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
His wife Brenda adopted Nicole, she's not.
Yeah. So it was was it a backup set? I can't even remember the story, but people, you can look it up. It's out there. But the drummer and the other, and his wife or ex-wife or who the girlfriend, whatever, they had Nicole and they couldn't take care of her. Couldn't really.
They were having financial issues.
Yeah. And Lionel stepped in and he was like, hello. I need
Is that your child that I need?
Right. But yeah, so she's not dead. She's still alive.
She's still alive. I thought she was. Nicole, I'm sorry, baby.
Technically not Lionel Richie's daughter.
Damn. So the Lion don't have any kids of his own?
I think so. Nancy.
Find out how many children Lionel Richie got.
Thank you. I think so. I don't. We don't want to be lying to you people. So I just
we need to know.
Yeah, we need to know. I mean, Lionel's a good dude, and we want to make sure we give him all his kids.
All of them.
All of
his children. Commodores was a good band back in the day.
That's right.
So who do you think is going to be who do you think from this generation of musicians is going to be the one that lives on that we're talking about 20 years from now? Not Drake.
I think we talked about this, didn't we?
Did we?
I think we talked about this. Not on air, but I think we talked about this. Remember we were talking about this? Because I think there was one of the topics you wanted to bring up.
Okay.
But I think we settled on...
well, Drake's a shoo-in. So 20 years from now...
I think we settled on not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't know. I mean, because if we're not using Drake, then we're not using... I think Noli named... who did he name? The Weeknd or somebody? I don't...
Weeknd.
It was... who was it? It was the one that wear the dresses.
Post Malone?
No, the wear the dresses.
Shit, half these motherfuckers wear dresses nowadays. They all wear women's clothing.
Yeah, what's
That's a weird thing.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what
Where's the dress?
He took the dress and the umbrella, folks. I know.
A$AP Rocky?
I think so.
He's not.
Yeah, because he's... Yeah.
Name one A$AP Rocky song.
I don't know.
That's how you know he's not going to be the guy 20 years from now.
Well, no, that's what he was saying. Remember?
Yeah.
Not me. I don't,
Because, my mother knows 50 Cent. Go Shorty. My mom knows that song, right? So if my mom knows it, then that's how you know that this person is going to live on. But, I can't think of any of these artists now, these new artists who are making music.
No.
That
20 years from now, I'm going to go back and listen to that 400 Degrees album.
I'm still going to be listening to DJ Quick.
Yeah, I'm still going to be listening to Outkast.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
I don't, and I can't even imagine what they're going to put out whenever they do put another album out.
I don't think they will, man.
They're going to get back on it. They're going to have, and I bet you they're going to have some kind of anniversary tour or some shit like that.
I will pay whatever it costs to go to that show.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll sell my car.
We're going. We're going to go.
A kidney.
No, we ain't going that far, but we'll go.
I do it.
We'll go. We can go. Man, to see.
So you think 20 years from now, you think your kids are going to want to go see Lil Such and Such perform?
Probably. I mean, maybe not my daughter. She's more into
What does Lil Charles listen to?
Tyler. I was going to say not Katy Perry, but all of the other stuff. Yeah. But my boy, whatever.
Does he have a favorite?
Bullshit rap is out right now.
So he likes Lil Charles. He raps his favorite songs when you was his age.
He liked. I don't know.
Because he's 12, right?
Yeah. So, but he hung up on shit that's a fad, right? Like when The Rock put out that song. Remember The Rock put out that song? The
Rock got a song.
You didn't hear about that?
Nah.
Man. I hate to keep calling. You're going to have to give us some money.
She gets plenty of it.
We're going to have to play that song real quick. I don't have,
I can't get to my phone. It's behind me.
Yeah. But anyway, The Rock put out a song and he was focused and something I don't know. For 2 weeks, my son was rapping that because he thought that was cool.
When I was 12 years old, I was listening to?
Let's see. When was that? That was 90?
1992.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't know, De La Soul?
Yeah. That album, De La Soul is Dead, was out. I was listening to that around then. I was 12 years old. I was in middle school, so I was listening to a lot of Wu-Tang, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
That was when Snoop Dogg had came out with Doggy Style was around then. Was that 92 or 93?
That was
probably same.
I think it was 93.
93?
94, wasn't it?
No, then I was definitely listening to The Chronic in 92.
Yeah.
Definitely listening to The Chronic.
But see, you were older then. Than I was. So I couldn't
I was listening to Criss Cross.
The only music that I could listen to at the time that...
You was listening to the OJs in your daddy car.
The only
Isley
music,
Brothers.
I was in my grandma's house, so I can't, I was finding
the Mississippi Mass Choir.
I was finding,
Shirley Murdoch,
old 45s. Of my granddaddy's blues, Junior Walker.
Oh, okay, okay.
Booker T and them, like that. Then his records, my daddy's records, they were all mixed together because my grandma didn't listen to that. So when my grandfather died, and then my dad left the house and all that, she took all that shit and just put it. She was like,
there you go.
So I took it out and I started listening to, in my daddy's collection, it was Prince, Kool and the Gang.
That's all good stuff.
All of that, anything 80s that you can think of, he had it. He had it right there. All the Michael Jackson albums,
that's all good music,
all that kind of stuff, and then my granddaddy stuff, everything was B.B. King, Junior Walker,
Johnny Taylor,
any kind of Muddy Water, everything that you can like, he had that. And then my grandma, of course, she had her gospel records. She did.
Gotta have a gospel.
She had her gospel records. But during that time, it's like if I wanted to listen to something that had some cursing in it, I was gonna have to go to my cousin's house or somebody that was younger. They was, that's where you would hear, Snoop. Any kind of Cube or anything that was, that was hot right then. What's Spice?
Spice One?
Spice One.
I love Spice One.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Spice. I love Spice One. I love Spice One.
Nah, come on. I got the album at the house.
I got all of them. I love Spice One.
Come on.
Okay, we're gonna have to sit down and listen to some Spice One.
Yeah, I mean that, any of that shit I couldn't hear at the house because I turned that shit up just a little bit. My girl, what you listening to in there? The hell is that?
Yeah.
You play that devil music in here,
So my music upbringing was a little weird because like my father is really big into music. Like even now you go to his house, he still got his reel-to-reels. He's got cassette tapes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like all of his music, my father still has all of it in its original form, Mm-hmm. So I grew up listening to a variety of things with him. But then once I started getting into my own musical taste, so when I was very little, MTV had just came on the scene. So I was infatuated with music videos.
Yeah.
So I would watch the music videos with not necessarily being interested in the music. Mm-hmm. But then I would in turn start liking those songs because I enjoyed the video. So I love a lot of 80s hair metal, like Poison, Motley Crue, all those guys. But then I'm into like Babyface and After Seven and Johnny Gill and all that stuff. But then at 10 years old is when it changed for me because like if you think back then, that's when like Will Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they was doing that Nightmare on My Street stuff.
Right.
That was kind of corny, kind of Humpty Dance. I didn't really know gangster rap until we moved. My mom was in the Air Force. We moved to Germany and she met up. Her friends I would gather around that time.
You know gangster rap in Germany?
Yeah. Oddly enough, right? So she met up with these guys from California who worked with her, and they were in their young, they were 20-ish. I don't know how old they were. Mm. And this guy, he left Michael Howard Hammer. I just spoke to him the other day, as a matter of fact. But he left tape. On one side, it had DJ Quick is the name. On the other side, it had America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube. So I played that tape, and I listened to that music for the first time, and I was like,
hooked.
I'm a gangster. Like I'm from the West Coast. I'm a gangster.
Like,
so I went back, started listeking to like NWA, and I used to wear Raiders caps.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me that I wasn't from fucking Compton. Back in like 1992. Yeah. Anybody ask me where you from? Compton.
Yeah. I mean, you see, how old?
Never even been to California.
92. Oh, let me see.
How old were you? What year were you born? Let's start there.
I was probably like...
was it 85?
4.
84.
So, right in.
So it was 8?
Yeah, it was 8.
8, okay.
Yeah. So anything I listened to, it had to be like, I was like, You know,
Yeah.
sneak and listen to it. You know, it wasn't like, oh, well, you bumping this. Like when I got to play music in my house when I stayed with my grandma, it was it was Tupac.
Okay.
You know, it
Was it Against All Odds?
It was
Strictly for My...
Nah, I don't remember what it was the first one, but
Was it Brittany's Got a Baby?
It was a single, because I remember I had bought it. I don't remember what single it was, because you remember how they used to sell singles on CDs?
Well, you probably talking about All Eyes on Me, Tupac.
Nah,
California Love.
I don't know. I don't know if it was that, because I feel like it was whatever came out in 94, somewhere in there. 94, because I feel like I was going into middle school.
94, that's like Above the Rim.
Yeah.
Soundtrack.
So, I don't remember. I just remember I bought a single. I used to listen to it all the time. I was still buying records.
Mm-hmm.
I remember buying a Janet Jackson record for some
Like a vinyl?
Yeah, like vinyl.
Damn.
And something else too. I can't remember. I used to play that all. Oh, Gin and Juice.
Gin and Juice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 92-ish.
Yeah, but I didn't get it
until later on. Oh, man.
Yeah. I didn't get it until later on because I couldn't, you know. So I got that, but you know, right when, you know, Spice One and all that stuff started to, you know, I was just getting it. I had to go back and listen. You know, I had to go back and figure out what, and I think most people have to do that too. You got to go back and listen to what you need to, you know, catch up with. You like, oh man, it's hot. And then somebody say, oh, you like that? You need to listen to this. You know, but my first actual CD that I bought, it wasn't actually a CD. It was a cassette.
Yeah, of course.
But the stuff that like I bought before that, I didn't really like buy with my own money. Like I was like, hey, can you give me some money? This and that. The stuff that I actually bought with my own money was 400 Degrees.
400 Degrees.
That was 97, 98.
That was my first year in the Navy.
Yeah.
400 Degrees. When I got out of boot camp, that's what it was.
I couldn't even get the CD, Bruce, though. Because the CD was 20.
Oh yeah, you can't get the CD.
It was $28.
I was still buying tapes back.
I got the cassette.
I was still buying tapes
because it was $14.99. I was like, whew.
I got a good story about.
I got it $20.
I got a good story about buying cassette tapes. So the first time that we went, was it the first? Yeah, it was the first time that we went to. Second time that we went to California. So the squadron that I was with, we were an East Coast squadron, but our boat was in San Diego. So we would have to pack all of our stuff and go to San Diego. So I went out there. I had me and my homeboys. We was like, yo, we had a rental car. We was like, we gonna drive this shit over to Tijuana. First mistake. So we had went.
It was $1,000 rental car back in the day.
Nah, it wasn't. I don't remember what I didn't pay for it. I didn't have a driver. I was too young. I didn't have a driver's license. I mean, I had a driver's license. I was too young to rent a car. I was probably like 19 or 20. Yeah. So we had went to the mall that day, and that's when The Block Is Hot. Lil Wayne had just dropped, and I bought the cassette tape. So we was mobbing to The Block Is Hot. We was riding. We was like, yo, this new Lil Wayne is dope. So we went down to Tijuana, and we parked on the street that had all these lights. We was like, well, this should be pretty safe, right? Because they have all these lights and stuff here. So what's the chances of our car getting broken into? So we went out, we did our thing. Long story short, we ended up getting hassled by the federales because one of my homeboys was walking down the street drinking a beer. Can't do that in TJ. So basically, it's like, we're going to take him to jail if y'all don't pay us money. So we had to pay him, like, I don't know, we gave him like $300 or something like that. We got back to our car, they busted the window out, and they took my Lil Wayne tape. Took my Lil Wayne.
Hurtful. Hurtful shit, those haters.
Haters. Took my Lil Wayne, and I had a hoodie.
Don't even know what he's saying over there.